This is Kobalt Weedeater owned by my friend Sam Barnett that I originally did a video on earlier this year for troubleshooting purposes. Originally, my friend Sam Barnett had the issue of, well, the rotor would not feed the string, and he had it partially, well, the bump knob removed to it, well, to stick his fingers in and like feed it by hand, however he did it. Just couldn't get the feeding mechanism to work. Here's a look around it again. 80 volt max. Ain't that so eye-catching how that they have that so boldly inscribed. Kobalt brushless. All that anybody would want in a weed eater. I've been in contact with Sam, and apparently the issue has recurred of, well, the string not feeding out. I thought I had it fixed, but apparently it has recurred. Primitively, I've owned a, well, Eagle weed eater for 8.5 years, and I'm pretty experienced with rewinding it. It's ran ethically for me for over 8 years, and I'm still able to rewind it, and it have it the cord feed for me. I mean, just as it did when it was, like, you know, brand new. And I think Sam bought his weed eater back in 2020. At least that's what the code says to it. It was manufactured somewhere in 2020. So it's just maybe like, yeah, like a 3 years old. Well, keeps having problems. It resists feeding. He removes the knob, works it out by hand. I mean, I troubleshooted and got it to feed again, but it's like, you know, came back as mentioned. After all is said and done, Sam has decided that he really wants to, you know, look for another weed eater, primarily maybe one, well, more user friendly. I pointed him in the direction of, well, buy you one of them new Eagle weed eaters. There's a weed eater out in the Eagle family, and you just center out the string, feed it through, push a button, it rewinds automatically, and plus it has IQ technology where it has sensors that will detect whenever the string is getting low. Whenever it gets slow, it automatically feeds itself back out with an automated mechanism. I think Sam is going to stick with the plan of buying a more advanced Eagle weed eater. He's letting me, well, have his Kobalt Weedeater for now. I'm going to do some trial and error to it. And if I can get it to work, and if I like what I see, then Sam, me and him are gonna make this negotiation, and I'm gonna possibly buy it from him. It'll make a good backup for in case, well, my current my current ego falters. So one reason I like express my desire for the Weed Eater is because this 80-volt battery, it's a 6 amp hour battery. This is what powers my mower. It being that the Weed Eater is an 80 volt too. I mean, the battery fits in like so, and Weed Eater fires up just fine. Sam has only a 2.5 amp hour that he used for this Weed Eater, and that's what his mower takes. His place isn't as high upkeep as my place. I mean, a 6 amp hour battery should give me ample power time. This Weed Eater may need a new a rotor. I'll know when the a test run is complete. But let's let the troubleshooting begin. Me a reel of ugly line. Own this from a previous Weed Eater from years ago, 0.80, which is what's specified for a Kobalt. And you can go ahead and wind this in the spool. We'll see where it goes. Got me a string cut about 2 wide arm lengths. We'll center it out. Bend it up. Here's the spool. You have an insert right there. Another insert on this side, and go ahead and see if I can work it through. All right. Got this about halfway. Okay, you got these bump knob and these little traverses, and the bump knob and the spool. Spin it around, make sure it's nice and flush. As I previously depicted in an early video, you want to make sure that stays flush. Now let's see if we can fit this all together. This is going to take some practice for me too. Fitting all this together, and also making sure the string fits nice and even through these metal surrounding slots. Now let's see if this will rewind. When it's put together right, it should be able to rewind by just turning the rotor. Let's see if it will do it. Works better when I hold it down lower. Leave just a little bit out. kind of give both sides a kind of a yank. It's pretty manifest by now that this rotor has been seriously manhandled. I got a piece of cardboard I got taped to my floor that I'm gonna bump the weed eater rotor on to see if it will feed the string. There's nothing. Hopefully this rotor will live another day or two. If not, I can order a replacement. And Sam also gave me his universal head that he got with the warranty stipulation that he wasn't real impressed with, but you know, I kind of think will work. But the string did feed out during the test bump. Got string fed out right there, and you can even see, possibly see pieces of the string that were self-cut during the test bumping. Hey Sam, I'm impressed with your weed eater. Let's meet up this week if you can. I did all this here in my living room because, well, the damn daylight savings time ended and it gets dark out too early. But one day next spring, I may, show this in action, actually, chopping down my vegetation.